So last year, PicoBrew decided they were going to try and create a countertop home brewing system. The Zymatic was not exactly countertop, but they're back this year with something called the Pico, and it's actually smaller, faster, and cheaper, and might actually live up to the countertop claim. The Pico itself is about the size of a large espresso machine, and the company likes to compare it to one. If you think about it, the Pico isn't terribly different from an espresso, except with a much longer delay on gratification. You buy Pico packs, pre-prepared containers of grain and hops that you simply insert into the machine. Inside, a barcode reader scans the pack and downloads the relevant recipe from PicoBrew's repository. Many of the recipes come from the company's own in-house master brewer, but there are also branded packs from craft breweries like Rogue and Dogfish Head. Unlike the Zymatic, the Pico isn't really built for customizing your brewing experience. You can tweak the ABV or bitterness with a simple turn of the dial, but you'll never have to mess with things like mash temperatures. All of that is automated, from the timing of the hops additions to controlling the temperature of the wort. Basically, all you have to do is insert the Pico pack, connect a mini keg filled with water, and hit start. In about 2 hours, you'll have a proto beer that you dump a packet of yeast into, seal up, and walk away from. Roughly 3 weeks later, depending on the recipe, you'll have fresh beer to drink that you made in your own kitchen. For those that want to get a little more involved, PicoBrew is planning a recipe builder and a brew marketplace where homebrewers can upload their creations that the company will turn into Pico packs for anyone to buy. It's not quite the same thing as firing up a brew kettle and crushing your own grain, but you'll definitely feel more of a sense of accomplishment than if you just went down to the corner store for a 6-pack of Dead Guy Ale. So whether or not the Pico actually lives up to its claims of being an efficient countertop brewing system remains to be seen, but it's clearly a gateway drug, basically, to getting into homebrewing. For $500 for something that sits on your counter, it's clearly a big step up from the Zymatic.